We all know that Air Jordan 2s have never been our favorites in the sneaker community. Thanks to amazing designers like Virgil for making off-white Jordan 2s to give it a little bit more love, even collaborations with Union LA to make the Air Jordan 2 a little bit more, how can you say, desirable. People are actually looking forward to this Air Jordan 2 Chicago release. Now this may be the theme in 2022 because we are getting the Air Jordan 1 Chicago. Why not go ahead and drop the Air Jordan 2 Chicago as well? I had this pair live in the studio, man, and I can't wait to get a deep dive review on these. So without further ado, let's get into it. The Air Jordan 2 Chicago. What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Sniper Jones and welcome back to another video. An Air Jordan 2, bruh, I don't think I ever even reviewed the Air Jordan 2 on my channel. I don't even think I reviewed the Air Jordan 2 off-whites on my channel. Dang, I don't think I did the Unions on my channel. This is gonna be a fun one. As you guys can see, I lost my voice. I went to a haunted house yesterday. Let's just say I was screaming more than a grown man should. That's why I got the Doc Rivers voice this morning, but we still gonna get through the video. Huge shout out to Hype 24/7 for allowing me to grab their sneaker. Make sure you guys check them out down below. They have everything you need. Old stuff, new stuff, stuff you might have missed. I'm excited because they gave us OG everything on this Chicago Air Jordan 2, and that's the only thing we ask for sometimes. Sometimes when we get these retros, man, the only thing we really want is for it to look like what it looked like when we last left it. And I think Jordan Brand did a good job with that. As you can see, the Air Jordan box has the huge wing logo on top of the box with the Air Jordan embroidered over the top of the wing. Black on the bottom, and then we get the lift to access on the box. Bye-yow! Here we have it, the Air Jordan 2 Chicago. Looking at the sneaker, man, it's definitely been a long time since I was able to put my eyes on these, man. A lot of reasons why I haven't seen this shoe in a while. Number one, to be honest, I wasn't looking for it. And number two, it's been a while since we got an OG Air Jordan 2. I don't really know what goes into Jordan Brand redropping silhouettes and doubling back, but I'm happy to see a shoe like this, and I'm gonna tell you why. So it's a few sneakers that I always thought that Jordan Brand forgot about. One happens to be the Air Jordan 2. We rarely, and I do mean rarely, ever get Air Jordan 2 releases now, and if we do, they're just a women's exclusive or it's some type of collaboration with another brand. Not to mention, we don't really even get Air Jordan 8s anymore. I don't remember last time we got an Air Jordan 10, and don't even get me started on an Air Jordan 9. These shoes used to drop pretty regularly throughout the year, but out of nowhere, they literally started, I would say not even cutting in half, because it's worse than that. It's like 1 to 2, 3 drops maximum a year the last few years. I'm mainly talking about OG colorways, not really like the remakes. So for a little background on the Air Jordan 2, man, it originally released in 1986, and Jordan Brand decided to keep all the aesthetics from that 1986 drop, from the leather quality on the sneaker to the box, even the accents, Jordan wing on the tongue right here, man. They kept it all OG, which we love. A lot of people say the reason why the Air Jordan 2 isn't as popular as other silhouettes is mainly because I believe this was the shoe that Michael Jordan broke his foot in, or he broke his foot around the time this shoe released, so he didn't really have too many mystical and magical moments wearing the Air Jordan 2, so they kind of subsided. And then the 3 came out. Can you blame anybody for loving the Air Jordan 3? My point exactly. Colorway on the sneaker is pretty simple. It's white. We get some Chicago red and black, and the release date for the sneaker was actually set to be October 22nd, but after being pushed back, it will not be so. December 30th for the retail price of $200. And that right there might be the breaking point for a lot of people who were interested in these shoes. When I was talking to a homie earlier, we was talking about the price point on these, and $200, I don't know if people are gonna be breaking the bank for $200 plus tax for this shoe. After tax, you're probably looking at $220, $215, depending on where you at. Is the Air Jordan 2 worth $220 in 2022? That's my question to y'all. Please feel free to let me know in the comments, man. I'm very excited to hear that because I wanna know what y'all thinking. Me personally, I don't think this shoe gonna sell out only because of the price point. I think people are excited to have it back. I'm seeing it all on my timelines, all on my socials. I'm hearing people talk about it amongst friend groups, but whenever that price point gets talked about, that's one thing to make people shy away, and I think it's gonna hurt the overall impact of the rollout of the sneaker. All right, so let's get into some details of the Air Jordan 2 Chicago, starting off with the outer sole. So the outer sole is left off once again the same way we've seen it. We get white, Chicago red and black on the outer sole, and we can't forget about the huge Nike branding we get across the outer sole as well. As we move up to the uppers, it's actually pretty smooth. It's one big strip of black going around the midsole, which is bringing us up to the white upper of the sneaker. It features a white smooth leather skin on the upper, and you can see like the detail in the leather in this shot. I mean, it really feels good. The rest of the leather that's not included in the detailed leather skin upper, it's pretty smooth, it's genuine, it's a nice tough leather. It's not tumbled like you would get in like, you know, an Air Jordan 1 or, you know, other Jordans like that. I would say the quality of leather is high though. This is some good genuine leather. Normally with Jordans, you would get a primary colorway on top, and then you'll get a secondary colorway to complete the accents. But not with this Air Jordan 2. We get a white upper, and it also has white accents as well. White lace holes, we even get the white anklets on top, and it kind of just seals the deal on a all white upper. Back of the heel tabs, where you get that dash of color in that Chicago red, and of course you see the Nike embroidered over. Also, we get the Air Jordan wing on the tongue platted across as well. And last but not least, to cut it off, we have a black insole, which is pretty much like a cotton, I would say. Now, to complete the details, the shoe does come with a few things, like this wing logo hanging off the sneaker. That comes with the shoe as well. Thought this was pretty cool. It also has some extra stuff inside the box. You get this pretty cool Air Jordan pamphlet where if you open it up, you pretty much get the design of the Air Jordan 2. That comes with it as well. And I think this dropped when the OG release came out too. I think this goes a part of them like keeping it OG. And I guess that's a theme. To the point where the Off-White Chicago is so OG, they even give you the receipt that you could have bought it from in the time period of dropping the shoe. They give you an OG box, they give you OG colorway, they even aged it a little bit, made some crackling. I actually reviewed the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found, AKA Chicago already, so make sure you guys check that video out if you haven't already done that. All in all, man, I think that this shoe will do well for the sneakerheads who want to go back and get a blast of the past, grab you an Air Jordan 2. However, I don't think that they'll sell out as quickly as we think. And I also don't think that they'll resell for as much as we think, just because I don't know the market for Air Jordan 2s has been so long. And like I said, that retail price point is really kind of cutting it over, and it's making it hard for me to see people actually get too excited about these. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. A lot more sneaker content coming. And of course, I cannot leave without saying everybody want to be famous, but who really put in that work though? Snipe Squad, I love y'all. Dream big.